Welcome student. In previous class we have discussed some question related to the trigonometric ratio of associated angle. Today I am going to start or to discuss the range of the trigonometric ratio. For this we discuss about the modulus function. Mod x is equal to plus minus x. This is the x if x is greater than 0, and this is minus x if x is less than 0. Now what is the interval? What will be the interval if mod x less than or equal to a, case 1? What is the interval if mod x less than or equal to a? For this we take an example. Mod x less than or equal to 5. We take a number. Mod x is less than or equal to 5. By definition of the modulus function, mod x is equal to plus minus x, and taking positive sign, then x is less than or equal to 5. This is the equation number 1. Now taking negative sign, minus x less than or equal to 5. Minus x less than or equal to 5. Whereas to see here, if 5 is greater than 3 and multiply by the sign of minus, then minus 5 is less than minus 3. In the case of inequalities, if we multiply by sign of minus, then the sign of inequalities, that is the greater than, will be changed into the less than, and less than will be changed into greater than. Now multiply by minus sign here, x and greater than or equal to minus 5. This is the equation number 2. We take a line graph. In the right hand side plus infinity and left side minus infinity. Origin is here, minus 5 and plus 5. From the equation number 1, x is less than 5, and from equation 2, x is more than minus 5. Therefore the interval will be minus 5 to 5, that is the from 1 and 2. X lies between minus 5 to 5. From the above discussion, we see that if mod x less than or equal to 5, then x lies between minus 5 minus 5 to 5. Similarly, if mod x less than or equal to 5, mod x this implies that in general case mod x is less than or equal to a is any real number, therefore x lies between minus a to e. Now taking the case 2, if mod x greater than or equal to a, in that case we take again an example, mod x greater than or equal to 5. And mod x is equal to plus minus x, and taking positive sign, x is greater than or equal to 5. And second case, taking negative sign, minus x greater than or equal to 5. Now multiply by sign minus, therefore we see that x is less than or equal to minus 5. This is the equation number 2. Boys, from 1 and 2, if mod x greater than or equal to 5, then there are two conditions, 0 and left side is the infinity, left side minus infinity. 5 from equation number 1, x is greater than or equal to 5 and x is less than or equal to minus 5. In general, if mod x greater than or equal to a, then from the discussion we see that there are two conditions. If mod x is less than or equal to a, if the symbol is the less than or equal to a, then x lies between minus a to a, and if modulus of x greater than a, then x is less than minus a and x is greater than or equal to a, means x does not lies between minus a to a. These are the two conditions. Now we take a circle in 2-dimensional plane. We take a point P on the circle whose coordinate is x comma y, and Draw a perpendicular line from P on the OX. Suppose this is the N, and join to OP. Then the ON is equal to X and PN is equal to Y. And OP is equal to R, that is the length of right arms R. Now in triangle, right angle triangle ONP, R square is equal to X square plus Y square. And this implies that R is equal to root over X square plus Y square. R is the square root of the sum of X square and Y square. What is the meaning of this? Magnitude of X always less than or equal to R, and magnitude of Y less than or equal to R. Now students, if the angle OP formed from OX theta, therefore sin theta is equal to Y by R. We discussed the magnitude of sin theta. Or range of the sin theta. Magnitude of sin theta is equal to and this is equal to magnitude of Y, because magnitude of X by Y is equal to magnitude of X and magnitude of Y. But the magnitude of Y is less than or equal to R. And magnitude of R, this represents the length of the right arms, therefore this is equal to R. From this discussion, we see that the absolute value of sin theta less than or equal to 1. Magnitude of sin theta is less than or equal to 1. Now, using the first condition, if magnitude of X less than or equal to A, then X lies between minus A to A. Here sin theta, magnitude of sin theta less than or equal to 1. Therefore, sin theta lies between minus 1 to 1 from this condition. Magnitude of X is less than or equal to A. Therefore, X lies between minus A to A. Same. Sin theta, magnitude of sin theta less than or equal to 1. Therefore, sin theta lies between minus 1 to 1. That is, the range of the sin theta will be minus 1 to 1. Similarly, cos theta is equal to base by hypotenuse x by r and magnitude of cos theta, and we defined the magnitude of x by y is equal to magnitude of x by magnitude of y. magnitude of x is less than or equal to r. This implies that magnitude of cos theta less than or equal to 1. Now, use the first condition, modulus of x is less than or equal to a. Therefore, x lies between minus a to a, and cos theta is less than or equal to 1. What is the meaning of this? Cos theta lies between minus 1 to 1. That is, the range of cos theta will be minus 1 to 1. Minus 1 to 1. Now, sec theta, cosec theta, cosec theta, magnitude of cosec theta is equal r by y, r by y, and this is equal to here magnitude of y less than r means denominator less than numerator. Therefore, cosec theta, the value of cosec theta will be greater than or equal to 1. Here magnitude of r and magnitude of y is less than magnitude of the r. If the denominator in the rational number, if the denominator less than from the numerator, then the rational number is more than or equal to 1. Absolute value of cosec theta is greater than or equal to 1. Now, whereas from the second condition, modulus of x is greater than or equal to a, then x is less than minus a, and x is greater than a. This implies that cosec theta is less than or equal to minus 1 and greater than 1. In general, modulus of cosec theta, absolute value of cosec theta always greater than or equal to 1. Similarly, modulus of sec theta greater than or equal to 1. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular y base y by x, magnitude of tan theta, and this is the magnitude of y and magnitude of x. This is the non-negative past values. Therefore, tan theta will be something minus infinity to infinity, lies between tan theta minus infinity not equal to infinity, minus infinity to infinity. Similarly, cot theta then from the from the above discussion, we see that the absolute value of sin theta, that is a sin theta, lies between minus 1 to 1. Sin theta range is the -1 to 1 and cos theta -1 to 1. Sec theta and cosec theta, the range of sec theta and cosec theta, always absolute value of sec theta and cosec theta always greater than or equal to 1. Tan theta minus infinity to infinity, cot theta minus infinity to infinity. We take an example on the inequalities to discuss or explain sec theta is equal to if x and y are two distinct numbers and they are positive, x and y, two distinct and positive number. If x and y, two distinct positive number, then to discuss the sec theta is equal to 2xy by x square plus y square whole. To discuss if x and y two distinct positive number, then so that this relation are valid or none. Since x and y two therefore x square, this is the x plus y whole square, sec theta is equal to 2xy by x plus y whole square. The question is the sec theta is equal to 2xy by x plus y whole square, and to show that the relation are right or wrong, that is the relation hold since x and y two distinct positive number. Therefore, sum of the square x square plus y square always greater than 0. X and y two positive number. Therefore, x square plus y square is greater than 0. Adding both sides by 2xy, x square plus y square plus 2xy and this is equal to x plus y whole square and this implies that 1 greater than 2xy because this is the perfect square, therefore we write as the in the denominator. If it is not a perfect square, then this is not possible. If 1 is greater than this or this is less than 1, this implies that 2xy by x plus y whole square less than 1. Boys, if sec theta is equal to this much and this is less than 1, but by the definition sec theta is always greater than 1. Sec theta always greater than or equal to 1, but here condition is that sec theta less than 1. Sec theta is equal to this is not possible and the relation is not valid, not possible. Now we take a question from the trigonometric ratio. Cos square theta minus sin theta is equal to 1 by 4. Solve the equation. If theta lies between 0 and 360 degree, question is cos square theta minus sin theta is equal to 1 by 4. Solve the equation means find out the theta if theta lies between 0 and 360. Lies between 0 and 360. Multiply by 4 on both sides, we get 4 cos square theta minus 4 sin theta is equal to 1. And from the identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Therefore, cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. Here, right side plus 1, in left hand side minus 1 equal to 0. Open the bracket. 4 minus 4 sin square theta multiply by sin minus 4 sin square theta plus 4 sin theta minus 3 equal to 0. Now, middle term factor 3 4 are 12, 6 4 are 12, 6 minus 4, 4 sin square theta and 2 sin theta plus 3 and 2 sin theta minus 1 equal to 0. Then from the first bracket 2 sin theta equal to 0. This implies that sin theta minus 3 by 2. This is not possible because in the previous discussion we have seen that the absolute value of sin theta always lies between -1 to 1, and this is the minus 3 by 2, not possible. And from the second condition, 2 sin theta minus 1 equal to 0 and sin theta is equal to half. Sin theta is positive in the first quadrant and second quadrant. For first quadrant, the value of theta, and second quadrant, pi minus theta, third quadrant, pi plus theta, and fourth quadrant, 2 pi minus theta. In general, pi by 2 plus theta also defined for the second quadrant, but 1 into pi by 2, 1 is the odd number, therefore our trigonometric ratio will be changed into their complement, and for the sufficient condition we write as the pi minus theta for first quadrant. One by two is the value of sin 30. Theta is equal to pi by 6. And sin theta is positive for the second quadrant. For the second quadrant, sin theta is equal to sin pi minus theta. Theta is the pi by 6. And theta is equal to 5 pi by 6. The answer will be pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6. Now student, some question on the next.